Our kids could be the first generation ever who do not live as long as their parents. By parents, I refer to those baby boomers, those born between 1946 and 1964, currently between the ages of 57 to 75 years, and also our kids who are born to the Gen X parents. That is my generation, those of us born between 1965 and 1980, currently between the ages of 41 to 56 years of age. We will not even yet talk about the grandchildren born to the Gen Ys. That is the Gen Y's children's children, those under 21 years of age, not yet. My thoughts that I'm going to share are backed with science. And I'm going to share facts that our kids and our grandkids, actually three generations, stand the genuine risk of not living anywhere as old as ourselves. You ask me for a percentage, I say it's close to 95% of them if we do nothing for and about them. The things that we are going to see people recover from in this tribe through holistic medicine, when we are consumed, obsessed in, and when we have a quest for optimal health and wellness, when we practice a form of divine, natural, and nutritional based healing that considers the whole person. When I say the whole person, by that I mean the body, mind, spirit, and emotions. We have the body's immense ability to fix itself, and that ability is remarkable. And most of the time, all that the body needs are just two things, just two things. Firstly, what the body needs is the raw materials that it needs to achieve optimal health and wellness, as you can see on the screen. Secondly, what the body needs is we need to stop eating food, we need to stop drinking water, and stop doing things that are hurting the body. Let me put it this way. If you put diesel fuel in an unleaded engine, even if it's a brand new Ferrari, it's going to run like crap. That's if it runs at all. Okay, we know that. There's nothing wrong with the car. It just had the wrong fuel put inside of it. It's going to crash. It's going to burn. It's the same with the human body. You give the body all the raw materials that it needs to clean up itself and maintain itself. Then Superman, that's what we get. We get Superwoman. And if you don't even get the super status, you get benefits such as at least your body pressure normalizes, at least your insulin level normalizes, at least your arthritis goes away, at least your cancer goes away, at least your hypothyroidism goes away, at least your anxiety and panic attacks go away, at least your erectile dysfunction and low sex drive goes away, and at least you can get your 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep right through the night. Now, in me busting the medical scam, I'm going to take us through a 10-part series on a big pharma and a physician created disease. It has fatalities since the year 1952, amounting to well over 1.2 billion deaths. Now, on this disease, we spend roughly $35 billion yearly on treating this disease, and our children and their children are targets for this high and huge big pharma and medical scam. This disease is the leading cause of death worldwide, accounting for 1/3 of deaths in 2020. More than 100 billion has gone into research, and there are now studies and science exposing this scam. I will be sharing this through the 10-part series podcast. I need you guys to hook in with me. There is a note of warning, however. We are in a health mess, beg your pardon. There are political, big pharma, and WHO agendas, and it is not in their best interest for us to be free of their monopoly. We are going to be set free from these clutches as we know the truth, as we go through this 10 podcast series. Our health is tied to what we eat. Our health is tied to what we do not eat. Our health is tied to what we drink. Our health is tied to how we sleep, how we move. Our lymphatic system, which is a key component in us attaining optimal health, depends on as little an activity as us getting off our high horses and walking and exercising. We're going to show you how in this tribe. Our health is tied to our cardiovascular system. As an example, another vital component of, of, of optimal health um, depends on us taking at least 2 liters of the best blood thinners available to us daily, and it is free. What is that? Quality water. They do not want us to know and understand this. We're going to show you in this tribe. Our optimal health is tied to how we deal with stress. Stress accounts for over 90% of doctors' visits. Have we stopped to ever wonder how and why seemingly fit young people are suddenly getting these terrible chronic diseases? Have we? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's because we are betting on the wrong horse, and that horse being the current medical system. Instead of us sticking with nature, instead of us sticking with nourishment, instead of us trusting the wisdom of the body. I'm going to show you how from the year 1915 our health system became destroyed forever because the medical system went all out with chemicals. They went all out with pharmaceuticals. We went astray with toxic pharmacology. Now, if you look at the PDR, which is the physician's desk reference, it has well over 20,000 prescription drugs, more like into the 20,000 region actually. It's loaded with prescription chemical drugs, and with the exception of antibiotics, which can kill pneumonia, which can kill strep throat. Now, apart from antibiotics, there is not a single pharma chemical in the PDR that cures anything, not one. Medical doctors are not under any command to cure diseases, even when there are cures available. The system is set up to treat you, to manage your condition. You get ill, you get a chronic disease, and you stick to the system. I can play you out a definite scenario, which I'm sure you can testify to. You get a chronic disease or illness, and you get a regimen of treatment. Okay, so you're treated for 25 years, and in that time, the big farmers could easily make $300,000 per person easily on a chronic disease. Whereas if they cure you, they make $300. So there is no money in health cures. Symptoms are to be treated, and you are left with the side effects of all these prescription drugs. All chemical prescription drugs, without exception, have side effects. All of them. Some of these side effects are so egregious, I couldn't let this pass by. The side effects could kill at least, or they do kill at least 25 million globally every year. And this is one reason why in this tribe we are doing what we are doing. My name is George Mashiko, and apart from the fact that I recover from 3 chronic diseases, 1 potentially fatal, throwing away the use of toxic petrochemicals, I was consuming 15 to 20 pills per day. Apart from those facts, I really should have no business sharing this platform with you, as I am not a licensed or even a qualified medical practitioner. I know a lot of medical doctors, a lot of physicians, a lot of allopaths. I know a lot very closely, and they are the most humane and nicest of beings. They take their service very seriously. Even though outdated, they take the Hippocratic Oath in its origin very seriously. They are seeking to do more to help their patients, and even helping non-patients of whom there is no financial gains to them. They are committed to doing absolutely no harm and to follow through their therapies. However, this is a challenge. They are trained to treat symptoms and not root causes, and they are not allowed to deviate from that. They will lose their license. I am under no hypocritic oath. I'm under no fear of losing any license or my livelihood. I am not conflicted. So I'm able to share and bring up alternative therapies that actually work. I'm able to bring out other methods of treatment and prevention. I will never paint all doctors with a real broad brush, because there are a lot of extraordinary physicians out there. They are just bound to an unfortunate monopoly and degenerative form of therapy for no fault of theirs. As I close, I challenge any healthcare giver, any medical practitioner to challenge the first three bold statements that I have made in the podcast, with a link below titled Exposing the Cholesterol Scam. It's a 15-minute podcast. Please share the link with your doctors or any medical professional. I want the challenge with any of them. Yes, in that podcast, I challenge any healthcare professional with three bold and profound statements that I made. We are looking at finally overcoming chronic diseases. We are getting out of the health mess that we have been socialized in. I would like to leave you with the profound words of an international, successful, and well-respected speaker, an old and good friend of mine, Pastor Poju Oyemade. His words speak directly to my Moonshot project, which is playing my part with thousands of others doing the same things globally in sharing natural, nutritional, and divine health restoration. And his prophetic words stimulate me as a good precursor into introducing the 10-part series that will ensure that our children and our children's children, or their children's children, live longer than we do. But we need to be very intentional about restoring our health. Well, that's it for me today. Today is the 23rd of May 2021. There is a next pandemic, one worse than the current COVID-19. Please make a note of this. The next pandemic should hit our globe between 2023 and 2025. Please do look out for that podcast. We are building foundation. We are building our library, and we have scheduled this foundation as a 5-year project in itself, with at least 5 million viewers and 555,000 organic members by 2026. Please join me as I introduce the next podcast, as I introduce Exposing the Global Heart Disease Scam. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will get the podcast as we drop them. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a healthy and wealthy day. And of course, have a scam-free day. God bless you. Love you. I'm out of here.